on a sad note, at the start of 2019, such unprecedented murders, the likes of which we've not seen. Patrons just killing each other, so much murders in a few days. So our honorable Prime Minister called for a weekend of prayer. But I had to ask myself the question, do people think that they have the right to call on God when they're in trouble, but still living as they like? Tell me how you're horny your husband, but you want to pray. Having sex with an outside woman, but you want to pray. Tell me how you can't stop thieving, but you want to pray. You're too lying and deceiving, but you want to pray. So I'm asking you, Miss Prime Minister, though my request may sound strange, don't call for another weekend of prayer. What Barbados needs is change. Before we pray, we need to change. Our morals, values and decency need to be rearranged. Before we pray, we need to change. Don't run the course making yourself hoarse unless you prepare to change. Ba 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 da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba ba da. Especially at crop over, no one ain't checking for God. Push back, jump up, chuck and walk up, pelt waist and do the dog. But at the first sign of trouble, people just bound back in the church. When they don't feel well, marriage going through hell, bills pile up and can't find work. But I wonder where we get the notion we can treat God like he's a joke. So without any kind of relationship, we can still get sweetness galore. All the alcohol you're drinking, but you want to pray. Sensi Mary weed you're smoking, but you want to pray. Man, you cannot beat your woman and still want to pray. Wife not having sex with she husband, but she want to pray. So I'm telling you, Miss Prime Minister, we need to make an exchange. Don't call for another weekend of prayer. What Barbados needs is change. Before we pray, we need to change. Our customs, ethics and integrity need to be rearranged. Before we pray, we need to change. Don't grate up your knee crying, Lord help me, unless you prepare to change. Ba-dam, 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 ba-dam. I almost didn't sing this last verse, trying to avoid trouble. But it seems leaders in this country like they're living in a bubble. Politicians and their advisors purporting that it is wise to enact new legislation that will surely see our demise. But respectfully I draw the conclusion that God is not on their minds, but they're desperate to find a solution to deal with all of this crime. They want to legalize ganja, but calling for prayer. They want the same sex to marry each other, but calling for prayer. They don't want the rod of correction, but calling for prayer. Choking me with high taxation, but calling for prayer. So I'm telling you, Miss Prime Minister, do not think I'm deranged, but I must say I will not pray unless these policies change. Before we pray, we need to change. Our standards, beliefs and property need to be rearranged. Before we pray, we need to change. to show with a cameo. Unless you